Good day, everyone. So here we are in northeastern Ontario and currently on Moneymore Road. Now, this road is like a really nice road for any kind of bike, actually. It's paved. There's some twists and turns in it once in a while. But you're kind of like really, you're out in the wilderness. And of course, if you're on an enduro bike, like the XT, there's a lot of options. There's many other roads you can go on, a lot of dirt roads and stuff. So it's a nice little area, and what we're doing is we're driving to a lake called Dry Lake. And we're going to find out if it's really dry or not. So that's kind of the mission, and when we get up there, we'll have a little bit of a discussion. We'll stop for a sec if we can, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion about this dry lake, which is near Marlbank, Ontario. So if you're trying to find where it is, just look for Marlbank, and you should be able to find it. What else is around here? If you can't find Marlbank, look up Tamworth. That's a little bit further, but those are sort of the key points. So there's a bit of a hill coming up here. I'll just show you, like, the bike. The XT actually does pretty good for what it is. We're doing 80 kilometers an hour right now, and actually this is a pretty good hill coming up. And I'm just gonna hold the speed going to the bottom. Like, it's pretty significant. So you're wondering how's it do on climbing these hills? Like, that is a pretty decent hill. So I'm at the bottom here. I'm just gonna boost the speed up a little bit. Get her up to about 90k. Let's try and hold 90 kilometers an hour. So we're losing a bit of speed, but again, this is pretty steep. So yeah, I don't know. We lost about, I'll have to look on the camera after. Probably lost about 7 kilometers an hour, but not too bad. Like, as I said, that was a pretty significant hill. Might not show on camera, but now we're level. So, 110. Notice the speedometer is quite a bit out than the GPS. Go by the GPS. Very common at the XT speedometer, see. If you take your speed bike on here, don't go crazy. I don't like the asphalt's pretty good, but it's not perfect. There's a lot of little tiny bumpy stuff, and sometimes you're going to get a little bit of shoulder gravel from these kinds of roads, so it's not the best to be doing anything unreasonable. But and of course, if you see people, don't go ripping by them. Oh, there's a little cat, I think. So, unless I'm mistaken, I believe this is Dry Lake. Yeah. So, there's no cars around. Let's see where we can take a peek here. Kind of need somewhere to park. Alright, all good. Oh yeah, the usual beer cans and Alright, we'll shut her down here. Alright, I am going to take a rest here, but first, before I take off my helmet, let's talk about the lake a little bit. Now, originally, this lake was just a normal lake. And probably it used to dry up, since it's called Dry Lake. But at one time, what they did with this lake, and it probably gets really deep, they dredged the lake and removed this rock layer to make cement. Because, I see little fish out there. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there's a few. Let's get down here a little bit closer. Oh, there's lots of minnows. I'm not sure if you can see them on camera. Swimming along there. Maybe I'll be able to zoom. I don't know what kind of minnows they are. But there were a couple bigger fish. Not super big, but... Actually, there's a guy over here who's a little bit bigger. Oh, you can see them coming up to feed. The minnows are scared of that. They took off. So these fish, they're not very big, but they're light colored and have a small black dot on each side, just behind, probably around where the gill is. So someone will be able to identify that, or I'll look it up. Oh, since we're near Marlbank, now I just remembered. So, whatever this lake is made up of, as you can see, like this, it's small rock, so it's perfect rock for extracting rock for making cement or concrete. So and that's why this has all been dug up and mined and stuff, because that's what it was used for. So after they did that, it filled up with water, and then you have this lake. And there's some of those fish there. So yeah, so the name of this material is apparently marl. And then there's the town of Marlbank. So a little bit of info for the area. But yeah, there's all kinds of little fish in here. The water looks pretty clean. I don't know if there's any big fish in here. Maybe I'll ask around. And I noticed in the summer this is also a very popular spot. Probably because maybe the water's nice and clean. A lot of people come here and I think they obviously swim in it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Here comes the first vehicle of the day. I don't think he waved. Oh, if you didn't hear me, I don't think he waved. Alright, before I leave, as I said, I've been here about 10 minutes or so. And it's nice. Lots of nature sounds. Probably can't hear them on this mic I have, but... Okay, so one thing I wanted to point out before I go. There's a sign here. Now, I did look up this lake before I came out. And everyone says, well, it's private property. It can't go on there or whatever. But it says... it says it is private property, and it says public access on private lands is a privilege. So please respect your access. So no camping fires, no garbage littering. As we noticed, there was some garbage, but it looks pretty clean. Only a couple idiots, and no motorized vehicle access. So I'm wondering if it would be okay to bring out like a canoe or a dinghy or something out here. I'm not sure about. Maybe someone who's more local would know if that's okay. I would think it might be. So again, just the bottom of the lake. It's called marl. It's used for, I guess it's perfect for making cement. So this lake's all been dredged. So it's called marl, that's down below, which they stripped out or dredged. And of course, maybe the town Marlbank was named after the marl, or this type of structure. Oh, I see another fish out there. What kind is he now? It's not a big one. Almost looks like a little pike or something. Yeah, there's a couple of jackfish, I think. Let's see if I can... It's going to be really hard to see on camera, but straight out about 10 feet there. They're heading towards the weeds. I would say those are either jack or maybe they have baby like muskies in here. I'm not sure because they're very light colored. Jack are usually darker. Huh, well, isn't that something? Since the sun is out, starting to get some interesting colors in this little lake here. Up there, it's a very light bluish color. I don't know. Let's get over, we'll take a look. There, as you can see, the color, how it's changing. It's pretty shallow in there, so it's probably just maybe the color of the water and the ground or the floor of the lake, I'm guessing. So that's pretty cool. Huh. Okay, everyone, just heading home. Just wanted to thank you for watching and coming along on this little journey with me. I hope it was a little bit of informative. But anyways, I hope everyone is having a great day. Take care. Give me a thumbs up again, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.